To 25. Can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that the offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he takes it all the way up to the 46. Afternoon. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Heineke to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. On the ground with a tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. From the gun, Heineke. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 6-0 our score after 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Heineke on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Gibson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next touchdown, Giants. It's Daniel Jones fighting Evan Ingram. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A handoff for Gibson. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. This is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones completes this again to Shepard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Heineke. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's Diaby Brown, complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd down, Heineke flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jones, a final shot, and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw to Barkley on the check down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jones throw on target to Shepard. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Gano's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And that's going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Heineke. He'll find Gibson here complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. They go play action. Now Heineke. Buying time to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw for Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington has retaken the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he'll complete this to Gibson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing. Heineke. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions.
Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, 23 yards for the touchdown. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Jones now throwing on first down. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about...
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Heineke. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action now. Here's Heineke. Forced out to his left. going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And it's 3rd and 4. On play action, Heineke. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Off the play fake, Heineke. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now Jones on 1st down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, Barkley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And this is going to be covered up by... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the play fake, and now Heineke. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Check 52. Hatchet. Check 70 Lion. Trap 60. Go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Heineke to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up, the ball comes out, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right?
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.